What's up, everybody? So before I get started, I just wanted to say my condolences. I'm sure a lot of you have heard Ricky Russo, a fellow YouTuber, recently passed away, and it was really hard to hear that. And the one thing is that I'm grateful of is that I did get a chance to meet him at a recent card show. So I had the honor of meeting the Card Father. And in case you guys didn't get a chance to see it, here is a quick video on that.
Hey, Ricky.
Instead, I'm up here white lines today. And I got cards that'll knock your freaking socks off. But you know what the problem is? Nobody's got no money. They got no escaro. So all I can do is sell $10 cards, you know? But I met a couple of nice people today. Silver Jackify, and I'm sorry, what was your
Parlay
name?
J.
All right, look, after, in this hobby, after you're 20, 21, 22, you're all had it. You know what I mean? Unless you go out and buy 52 Mickey Mantles like this guy over here.
That's all he spends his money on. All right, Ricky.
Hey, look, it's
Pleasure.
good. All right, my
Pleasure meeting you too.
Maybe next time I'll let you see my face.
Nah, we got to keep it like this.
So there you have it, guys. My big regret there, obviously, is very happy that I at least got a chance to meet him. My big regret there is I didn't get an autograph. I don't know what I was thinking. Should have gotten an autograph. Feel like an idiot that I didn't. But Ricky Russo, one of the greatest of all time, especially in the YouTube world and sports collecting world. So I wanted to show you guys a couple of cards. So this card. This is a card that, a couple years ago I just had to have. The Michael Jordan rookie, the 1986 Fleer, the greatest of all time in the NBA. And you guys know I'm not a big basketball fan. I'm totally like 99.9% of my collection is baseball, but I absolutely just had to own this card. And then a couple years later, maybe not a couple years, but I picked up this card, which is the greatest hockey player of all time. Or at least I'd say that most people would say that Michael Jordan's the greatest NBA player of all time, and Wayne Gretzky is the greatest hockey player of all time. So I'm going to put those in the background, and I'm sure you guys have seen where I'm going with this. So then, it was bothering me. I needed to own the greatest baseball player of all time. It was ridiculous that I owned the greatest hockey player, the greatest basketball player, but being a huge Yankee fan and a huge baseball fan, of course I have to own the greatest baseball player of all time. And so I picked up this card, and this is the 1935 Gowdy Ruth, which, by the way, if you guys want to own a Babe Ruth, a card when he played, which is really cool, back when he played for the Braves, the Boston Braves. This is a great card, very affordable, but it's the 4-in-1 Ruth McManus, Brandt, and Marinville Gowdy card. So really, really cool. I picked this card up. But then I decided, man, I need to own one of the 33 Gowdies. There's 4 33 Gowdy, images. And I had to pick up the one that I really, like the most, which is the 33 Gowdy, number 144. Just a beautiful card, with him swinging. This, to me, is my favorite. Of course, I can't afford the 1914 Baltimore News card. So and although some people do consider this particular card the rookie card for Babe Ruth. So there you have it. So I had the hockey, greatest of all time, the basketball, greatest of all time, the baseball, greatest of all time, and I felt like I was missing the last piece, which is football. Especially in America, there are 4 major sports: hockey, NBA, MLB, and obviously the NFL. So I went ahead and recently, I picked up this card, which is the Joe Montana rookie. But a lot of people do consider Joe Montana the greatest of all time. But at the end of the day, I have to go with the guy that he just went to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Actually, has 6 Super Bowls, 6 Super Bowl wins, has been in 9. and just has had an amazing career. And I finally picked this card up. The guy that I think is the GOAT of football, Tom Brady, in the 2000 Bowman Chrome in a PSA 10. Just really love this card. I know there's a lot of different rookies that I can go with. There's that ticket card that I know is like way out of my price range right now, but I felt like I needed to pick this card up to kind of finish off the 4 major sports, and really like it. So there's the back. Of course, had to get it in a PSA 10. After he signed with the Buccaneers, and then, of course, with card prices going down the way they have, I just thought it was a good buying opportunity for this particular card. I actually feel like the Buccaneers, in the short term, actually lowered the value of this card. A lot of people, he's going to be 43 in August, if you could believe that. He's going to be 40, so he'll be 43 when he plays for the Buccaneers next year. They do have Chris Godwin and Mike Evans, so they should have, he should have some really nice receivers to throw to, but I just don't really see him doing much. But if he does, it's it doesn't, like, whether he does or he doesn't, I don't think it takes away from his legacy at all. I mean, when you have 6 Super Bowl rings, that's just insane. So, but anyway, picked both these cards up pretty recently. 2 of the greatest football players of all time. Of course, there's Jim Brown. My dad always talked about Jim Brown being the greatest football player of all time. But, after Tom Brady won his 6th Super Bowl, I just felt like it belonged to him as the greatest of all time. I'd love to hear what you guys think. I'll take my card out there. I probably don't belong there. But there you have it, guys. There is my latest card that finishes off the greatest of all time. I'd love to hear what you guys think. Do you agree that these are the 4 in the 4 major sports? Are these the greatest players of all time? Do you agree with that? And then also, if I kind of continue on this path, because I actually thought, like, maybe I'll just continue doing this. Like, maybe I'll pick up the GOAT of hockey, not hockey, golf. Maybe I'll pick up the GOAT of boxing. Maybe I'll pick up the GOAT of soccer. So I'd love to know if you guys have an opinion on what I could, where I should go next. If I do, maybe I'll make it a thing where, like, every year I pick up the next, from another sport, the greatest player of all time from each sport. So that's it today, guys. Just one card, one huge card, very expensive card. The 2000 Bowman Chrome Tom Brady. And once again, rest in peace to the card father, Ricky Russo. Thanks, everybody, for watching, and I will talk to you later.